What's going on, everybody? Josh Engleman here for Stokastic.com, back again with the NFL DFS contenders on DraftKings for Thursday Night Football, the Cincinnati Bengals and the Miami Dolphins. Now be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you know when everything goes live. Follow me on Twitter at Josh Engleman. Only place you're going to get updates to my sims as we get closer to lock. Let me know in the comments section who are your favorite and least favorite of my plays for today's slate. And finally, I need you guys to go check out Prize Picks. There's a link in the description of this video. Click it, head on over, make a deposit. Anywhere up to $100, they will match that deposit. You don't need an optimizer. You're picking player props, over-unders. Pick 5 on one card, you'll net up to 10x your entry fee. Apparently, you guys can see verifying Microsoft Office popping up onto the screen. It's gone now. We're good. Let's round out the bottom of my top 10, shall we? Bengals D, Raheem Mostert, Evan McPherson, Jalen Waddle, and Jamar Chase on the outside looking in. Who will be my favorites? My top 5 plays for today? It's time to find out. First up, basically in a tie with Jamar Chase, and that shouldn't be all that surprising. It's Tyreek Hill. He's 10,800, projected for 18.5 fantasy points. Miami, 3.5 point dogs here against Cincinnati, 48 point total. Tyreek Hill, you know what you're getting here. A 33% chance that he goes for more than 30 fantasy points. A 13% likelihood that he is your optimal captain, plus another 33% at the flex spot. Add it all up, he gets to 46. Whether you want Hill or you want Chase or you want both of them even, that's certainly a reasonable lineup construction. They have basically the exact same odds of being in the optimal. There's no difference between Hill and Chase other than, honestly, $200 worth of price. But if you've got to lean on either one, feel free to go that direction. At number 4, we're going to T. Higgins. He's 8,200, projected for 16.5. Now we get the Bengals side of this one, the favorites, the good total. Higgins is just a little bit more cost effective, and that's why you see him climbing a little bit ahead of Jamar Chase. Nothing too crazy, 45% to 50%. It's negligible at best. 25% likelihood that T. Higgins can go for more than 30 fantasy points. He's got a 14% chance to be the optimal captain. I actually like this middle ground that he's in, plus another 36% at the flex spot. T. Higgins is your first coin flip guy. He is in there half of the time, and he's in at number 4. We're expecting a lot more scoring on this slate. The next 3 guys we're going to talk about all in the optimal more frequently than 50%. Interested to see how it shakes out, but we do have 2 very distinct tiers at the top. At number 3, we are going to Tua. He is 9,400, projected for 18 fantasy points. You know he's the dog, but he's got the pass catchers in Tyreek Hill, in Jalen Waddle, that he can have a pretty big day. 16% likelihood that Tua goes for north of 30, but I think the most interesting piece is right here. Only a 6% chance he's your optimal captain. That's not really how he's going to get there. It's the salary and the high floor that makes Tua an excellent flex play. 45% likelihood, in fact, that he gets into the optimal at the flex. It gets him to 51%, just a hair above T. Higgins. But remember how you want to use Tua. Keep your eyes peeled on his projected captain ownership. That's a spot where I don't think he's your best option. Now we take a bit of a step up in tier here. Number 2 is Joe Mixon, 9K, projected for 18.5. And he could kind of like doesn't fit everything else we've talked about because it was just pass catcher, pass catcher, pass catcher, pass catcher. Now we've got Joe Mixon who can just absolutely grind this game on the ground. 21% likelihood that he goes for more than 30. 13% chance he's your optimal captain, and another 45% at the flex. I just love the flexibility of Joe Mixon because you know he's going to get a ton of work on the ground. You know that he can be involved in the passing game as well. There's just so many options. The floor feels great. Even coming off of what I believe was a not great Joe Mixon week last week, I think that he can rebound here on Thursday. He looks like my second best option. He did take a step up over Tua, but he didn't do enough to get to the number 1 spot, which was pretty definitive. Before we get to that number 1 spot, one last reminder, please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you know when everything goes live. Follow me on Twitter at Josh Engleman. Let me know in the comments who your favorite plays are, and then sign up at Prize Picks. The link is in the description. 2/3 of the time, we're going to get Joe Burrow in the optimal spot. We'll see where it is actually though. 9,600 for Burrow, 21 fantasy point projection, just so much bigger than Tua, even at a comparable price. Burrow looks incredible here. 32% chance to go for more than 30, 16% chance that he is optimal at the captain, and then the big one, another 51% likelihood that he's optimal at the flex. That's the same that Tua has the whole way. Joe Burrow would rank third on his own if you just added up his flex opportunity. That's why he looks incredible. 67% of the time you will get Joe Burrow in an optimal lineup. I think he looks fantastic tonight at 9,600. The no doubt about it #1 contender. Alrighty, folks, that will do it. Those are my NFL DFS contenders on DraftKings for Thursday night football, Bengals and Dolphins. FanDuel version of this video is around here somewhere, so check it out. Good luck tonight, everybody. Win some money. We're back again tomorrow morning for another edition of the Contenders.